Hi Taurus, and welcome to Celtic Gaia Tarot. This is your tarot reading for October the 10th to October the 17th, and I hope this finds you well. So, you at the foundation of the week, Taurus, you seem to be in a little bit of a feeling of being torn in multiple directions, and this is reflected again in the top of the deck, where you've got the two discs, which is a bit juggling multiple things. So there's a feeling, Taurus, of you having an awful lot going on this week. That's sort of. I find the five of wands comes up quite often when a part of me wants to move in one direction, but I'm sort of torn between different people, different projects, just different things. So, but you've got poised as your additional guidance card, and that means to me being in a position of being ready for anything, being flexible, adaptable, willing to change, and willing to do what's necessary, Taurus, to get what needs to be done. And yeah, I can see that. You've got the Fool card, so there's almost a similar energy to that, about not carrying too much baggage with you. So yeah, I can. And you also got the Death card, so there's definitely a feeling of, even though you're torn in a bit in different directions, there's a freedom to your energy this week, Taurus. So you start the week with the Six of Discs paired with the Three of Wands. So the Six of Discs is about, I regard this card as a mutuality card. Regardless of the picture, for some you could be receiving money, someone could be giving you some money, but even though it doesn't look like in the picture, this card to me is a card of mutuality. So it's a mutual exchange of something. So if you're giving money to someone, you're getting something in return, or vice versa. But I love this card because it's a very solid, straightforward card, very Taurus energy, even though it's, very just, I really like it. And paired with the Three of Wands. Now, that's an interesting combination of cards, actually. The Three of Wands has got so many different meanings, and there's definitely a sense of reflection with this guy today. Every time I see the cards, it means something different, and I'm seeing you've been very reflective, Taurus, at the start of the week. I think some of you have launched new projects, are just ready to set sail. There's an energy of change around you, Taurus, really. And this feeling of ready to set sail, I know it sounds a really odd thing to say, but I'm saying it because it's right next to the Fool. And that's what I'm getting from this card, and your reading in general. That you're poised, it's almost that you're ready for anything. And okay, there's a little bit of friction, but that's to be expected. So as you're the Fool, you're baggage free, you're travelling light, you're not listening to the voice of fear, and he's about to jump off a cliff. But don't forget you're a Taurus, so you'll have put the safeguards in place to make sure you're secure. And and there he is with the Page of Pentacles. So it's almost you've got safety in place, Taurus. So even though there's a moving forward, there's a real spirit of change this week. I don't think this Fool's about to do anything silly. It's just not who you are anyhow. It's just not your essence, Taurus, to be that silly. And this Page of Pentacles, for some it could be receiving news again around finances, housing, that sort of thing. It could also be a very young earth sign person who you're spending time with. So yeah, it could be. For some, you could just be receiving messages. So for some Taurus, there's definitely an exchange of communication going on this week, which is making you think and reflect a lot in your life. And a lot of that sort of shrugging your shoulders and being pretty carefree. Even though it's innerly there's still a bit of a battle. It's a minor arcana. It's not a major. It's sort of quite, there's a bit of a conflict of different directions. Don't worry, just breathe and keep on moving through, Taurus. And then you've got this 7 of Wands, and there's a sense of you having to stick up for yourself here. Put your boundaries down, lay your territory, stick up for what you value and what you believe. There's just no way around it, And again, this maybe is what reflected with this 5. Maybe that's what the push and the pull is this week. It's a sense of you saying, no, this is what it is, this is what it's going to be, end of. And it's paired with the 4 of Cups, which is a really interesting combination. The 4 of Cups is that sense of being offered sort of gifts, but not quite, the gifts you've been given are not quite, like you're not quite happy with what you've been given. He's still staring at those 3 cups that have been there before rather than grabbing the one in front of him. I don't find this the easiest card. People say the way to heal this energy is to be grateful for everything you've got. Because all these cups are standing, this guy's got a lot. Sometimes it's like the morning after the night before. It's a sort of feeling of not fully enjoying everything you've got. And paired with the 7 of Wands, there could be some Taurus who want a bit more out of their lives, out of the relationships, or whatever they're getting. The feeling of, no, this isn't quite right for me inside. Which is interesting with that 5 of Wands. There's definitely a sense of, I wouldn't worry, because it's all about growth. And then you move on to the Death card, which is about evolution. It's moving to better, but more progressive states in our life, and we're more evolved, we're more connected, getting what we want. And it's paired with the Ace of Pentacles, so for some this is just a whole new beginning materially. It could be a new job, new housing. It's a new chapter of your life, really, Taurus, and that's the energy I'm getting all week from your cards. It's a newness around your week. You can see it in the colours. You can see it with the Fool, the Poise card. And okay, there's an inner tension within your depths around this change. But I think that's just about being human. And very few people face big change just for going, oh, there's always a bit of push and pull. Shall I keep things as they are? Shall I change? But you're going to change, Taurus. I think the choice is made for you. You're going forward, and there's just no way around it. And I'd go with the flow. I'd be like the Poise to the Fool card and trust the process. And I wish you all the best, Taurus. I think you've got a fascinating week ahead. And you can always inbox me if you want more information, Taurus. All right, wish you all the best. Bye.